Last night, Sniperwolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers, goading me with the line, "Let's talk like adults."
Right. Well, that's normal, innit? So if you don't know who Sniperwolf is, she's basically just funny react woman. Like, look at her channel. All she does is reactions. Very creative content, as I said, making a commentary video. But if you're in the slightest bit aware of who she is, I'm sure you've known that recently there's been a bit of drama around how lazy her videos are and just how repetitive and uncreative, all the usual spiel about reaction videos. And everyone's been giving her a bit of shit for it online. But one of the main perpetrators of cyberbullying her has been none other than the man jacksfilms himself. Now, he has a second channel where before he started this, he just used to post a bit of whatever on it, you know, like any normal second channel. But then to take the piss out of Sniperwolf, basically, that's all the channel is, he started posting almost daily, just mimicking her reaction videos, taking the make out of her thumbnail style, basically just letting her know how shit and easy to make her content actually is. And I have my own qualms with how he's doing that, alright? Don't get me wrong, I don't think he's a little ray of sunshine in this situation. I think what he's doing is pretty cringe. But Big Sniperwolf did take it to extreme measures in the way that she responded to him. Now, as you saw in the intro to this video, she doxed him. Now, she's claiming she didn't dox him, but as you saw from that picture, it's quite evident she did do that.
In my 17 years on YouTube, I've never once had someone come to my home and vaguely threaten me. Sniperwolf needs to be deplatformed. In this exact moment, she turned from a mere content thief to someone who doxes and stalks her critics. To everyone that's reached out to us, thank you. We're fine, we're just a little shaken up. But mainly, we feel violated. We no longer feel safe in our own home.
And I think that's a completely fine way to feel. I mean, think about it this way. Sniperwolf has 5 million followers on Instagram. She posted an Instagram story that was up for about 10 minutes of the outside of jacksfilms' house, doing a little vague threat that she claims wasn't a threat. She said it was genuine, but it literally read, "Let's talk like adults, ... with a picture of the outside of his house. Like, I'm pretty sure in that context, that's pretty threatening. You can take that as a threat, especially when it's unannounced. And Sniperwolf and her sister are going on this little rant, tirade, whatever you want to call it, basically saying that they didn't dox him because the address was already on Google. Now, Sniperwolf, you do know that by you sharing that address, because in reality, most Americans' addresses are public information, it's the fact that you took that and posted it onto a platform where it can be seen by many other people, it's doxing. And I think she knows that. I think, because if the public was on her side in this situation, she would not care. But I think because she got backlash for it, she probably realised in the moment after posting it, being like, oh, probably shouldn't have done that. She then deleted the post, took it back, and is like, I didn't dox him. But in reality, if you don't think you doxed him, why did you delete the post then? If you don't think you did anything wrong, why'd you delete the post? But then again, you can't really expect someone whose content is just describing what they see on screen in front of them to be that smart, really, can you? In fact, half of the time, she's not even actually reacting to the videos, but that's a story for another day.
Because we're dealing with someone who genuinely thinks they're in the right for A, stalking me, and B, posting our home to her massive audience. What a disgusting abuse of clout that is. This is irresponsible at best and flat out dangerous at worst. YouTube needs to step in and take action. If this goes unpunished, then it sets a terrifying precedent that you can dox and stalk your critics so long as you have a big YouTube audience.
Now, I 100% agree with him in this situation. I do think she should be banned for this. And I don't even think that should be a controversial take. But knowing YouTube, we know how YouTube like to be. Will they ban her for this? Probably not, because she has, what, like 32 million subscribers. YouTube will more than likely pretend it never happened. Because until this point, YouTube used to tweet about her a lot. It's quite obvious she's in good graces with YouTube. So I think it would take her literally murdering someone before she's banned. Which is unfortunate, because she should be banned realistically. If YouTube are going to follow their own rules for the website, she should be banned. But you can't put too much trust in YouTube Well, just at all, to be honest. But like jacksfilms says, it does set a very scary precedent, because if she does it and doesn't get banned for it, gets no punishment whatsoever, other bigger YouTubers might see that and be like, you know what? That's a good route to go down. If they're mentally ill, of course, because no normal person would be like, oh yeah, let me just dox someone for making videos on me.
If she truly wanted to talk with me, she could have done so through many other means. But there's one thing you don't do. You do not show up at someone's house. That's simply a line you do not cross. There is zero justification for this. She claims in her story that I've been harassing her. No, Sniperwolf, I've not been harassing you. At all. In my videos on jacksfilms, I've been critiquing her non-transformative commentary, I point out cases of content theft and freebooting, and I credit the creators she steals from. I've been critical of her content, but that does not equate to harassment.
Now, like I said, I don't agree with the way that jacksfilms was going about criticizing her on his second channel, but at the same time, there's also nothing wrong with it. Like he says, it's not harassment, and even if it was harassment, what? So because he's harassing you, you're now just going to go and harass him? That makes you no better. Because what she did is actual harassment. She got his address without him giving it to her, went to his house, then posted it on the internet. I'm pretty sure that's like textbook definition harassment. So if anyone is actually harassing someone, Sniperwolf, it's you. But Sniperwolf, big victim complex, she'll be like, but he's a man that's making videos on me. Sniperwolf, welcome to the internet, mate. You make shit content. Obviously, people are going to criticize you for making probably the shittest content below commentary. But like, even so, you make shit content. Who cares? People can have an issue with that. You made it ultimately worse for yourself by doing this. If you just carried on making your shit content and let him just cry about it, nothing would have changed. You could have carried on making your millions. He could have carried on doing his thing, you know what I mean? But because you responded in this way, people are now calling for you to be banned on YouTube, rightfully so. Now that is going to be all for me for today's video, boys. I do appreciate you for watching. My overall opinion on this, just general consensus. Let's summarize the video up. TLDR, she needs to be banned. Something needs to happen to her, because if she thinks that's okay, and YouTube, she's one of your biggest creators, admittedly, she does represent you a little bit, you need to ban her. But yeah, that's it from me for today's video, boys. I do appreciate you for watching. Sorry for being inconsistent, alright, but I kind of got a life, so sorry. But I am trying to come back a bit. Also, not much has really been happening. Like, the only thing that happened recently that I can think of is the Lil Tay stuff. Don't really care about that. But yeah, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, boys. I do miss you all. I'll try and be more consistent. More stuff does need to happen, though. But yeah, that is all from me, and I'll see you in the next one, boys. Peace out, people.
If I could take you up in paradise,